This is my name, Chandrasekhar. I'm having 20 years of experience in SAP, 12 years in the industry. Prior to that, that means around totally 32 years of experience. Worked globally at different clients. I'm a corporate trainer and a freelancer. Um, I work for different companies at the same time. So overall, 12 years of on-site experience in Singapore, US, and Malaysia. Certified SD, CRM, HANA certificates I have. Then ITIL V3 certified, expert in solution architecting, hands-on ABAP, SD, MM, service management, name any module except for the FI. I have that in my hands. Thorough knowledge in the implementation methodologies are designed and developed the IT and digital roadmaps for a World Bank projects and different companies. I do this as a architect. So very good understanding on the auto, retail, life sciences, engineering, many industries I have the exposure. SAP experience, if you bucket it, this is what it looks like approximately. Started with ABAP, moved to SD, worked on MM, plant maintenance, HANA, it's almost 3 years now, solution architecting and project management and program management. So coming back to the training experience, I have trained around 10 batches and around more than 70 people have been trained and quite a few have been certified in the HANA logistics. I started my career in 97 with a 3.0 C and right now I'm in the S4HANA. So this 20 years of journey is very exciting and people who can start now on the S4HANA or moving to S4HANA, I'm sure that they will have another 20 years of career that they can work on. But this is entirely different. So the similarities between these two are very less. We'll see those things. I'm pursuing my MTech in computers with a lot of new technologies on the machine learning, then text processing, natural text processing, a lot of new things, which I'm generally applying in the some of the projects. I'll tell where those things are real time applied in the industry. I do the I mean these are the some of the glimpses of the consultancies that I have provided, and I'll be bringing these how to move to HANA, digital roadmap, these aspects into one of our trainings. So hands-on, I have worked right now. I'm working on one of the biggest implementations in 1709, and as a freelancer, and I do the solution architecting. I have completed the solution architecting and completed a big project on 1610. Did the server sizing and third-party consultancy also I did on the HANA. So coming back to the companies that I worked, I have listed here. I started with Mastech in Singapore in 97 and worked with Heidelberg, Intelli Group Inc., Bearing Pointing, System, Mahindra System, Accenture, all these companies. So these are some of the glimpses of my certifications that I have put here on the HANA, predominantly on various aspects of the HANA, analytics, embedded warehouse, normal logistics, PP, everything. The reason why I'm displaying these things is a wider knowledge and application at a solution architecting with a hands-on. So all these things that you can see. So that is all about myself. So that will give you some confidence that you are in the right program. So what is the goal of this program? This goal of the program is at the end of the course, you should be working as a consultant primarily with your hands-on. You should be able to kickstart as a project, work with hands-on configuration, working on the theory, working on the library. So all these aspects you should be able to do, and new features you should be able to configure. Let it be advanced availability to the properties or MRP live or business partner configuration. All these aspects you will be able to do it. Able to, or if you are are interested in the procurement, similarly you should be able to work as a procurement consultant. Along with that, for sure you will be able to complete these certifications without any doubt. As far as HANA part is concerned, there are two parts in this. One is a ECC part and one is a HANA part. I assume that a lot of people have this background at least 4 or 5 years of the relevant module, and then they are coming. If not, also we have another program in the same thing. We'll continue and see. So you'll be able to go through the certification and complete it. Okay. Now, right. What is so different about S4HANA compared to ECC? Right. Very interesting. Let us see. If I say ECC is a car, equivalent to car, then S4HANA should be a flying car. So that much of difference is there between these two things, a car and a flying car. That means the engine is different in the S4HANA, the technology is different in the S4HANA, the data model is different, the architecture is different, everything is different, but it's called car. So that much of difference is there between these two, and let us understand a little more. So people familiar with this know what is this. This is Ambassador car. I equate them to the ECC system. Then what is this? This interiors of the EC car. That is nothing but our ECC screens, GUI. Then what you see? Navigation in an Ambassador. I put it as equivalent to the what we use in the ECC as equivalent to the T codes. Then database is our Ambassador engine, which is pretty good. I don't say I have used the Ambassador. I still love it. Right now I don't have it, but it is ECC equal to our hard disk based RDBMS. Then comes our S4HANA. This is what is S4HANA. That is equivalent to, I put it as a fairy based screens and new GUI, which looks absolutely great on the screens S4HANA. Then if you see the dashboard, this is equivalent to the app based maneuverability in S4HANA that we do. So that is, you don't have to use the T codes. It doesn't mean that you don't have the T codes, you have the T codes still. If you see the interiors, this is what is nothing but role-based access. So different people can have different types of the comforts in the S4HANA. Then coming to the engine, Audi engine is, I compare that as equivalent to our in-memory database. So that's how I simply put it as for an easy understanding, what are the two different things? Yes, both are ECC or both are SAP products, but both are used for moving from one destination to other. Both are ERPs, but the technology wise entirely different. So a person who is an expert, a repair person, or a person who builds an Ambassador cannot repair Audi. He has to know all the navigation points, digital core processes. He has to know the electronics to deal with the, so I put it as embedded analytics and IoT based capabilities. So the same knowledge on the ECC will never be sufficient for us to work on the S4HANA and proceed it. Can I move? Yes. If you know the driving, probably you will be able to drive it from destination point A to point B a little bit carefully, but you will not be able to configure the system and you will not be able to work on. So controls, I call it as S4HANA digital core, and I put it as hard disk is equivalent to the differences between these two are hard disk space and in memory. And if you see the platform, HANA platform is entirely different. We'll be talking about all these things in a while. So if you see the dashboards in S4HANA, it looks like this. This is nothing but your screens, what you're going to see in S4HANA. And these are all the innovations that which we'll be talking in the 1709. Right. And during this journey, we'll be talking about the 1511, 1610, and 1709. I'll take a pause here before I continue with my remaining presentation. I'll take some questions, then I will move on. So I am unmuting everybody. Please mute yourself, and then whoever wants, they open them and ask. I mute. Please mute everybody yourself. I hear a lot of disturbance.
Hi,
Uh,
hi Chandrasekhar, this is Raj. I have a question.
yeah, there is. I hear a lot of people. Okay, I mute all the people and I'll unmute only the person who raises the hand. Please raise the hand and then I'll unmute. Okay, Raj. Hi, Raj. Go ahead. Raja, can you hear me? Yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah, Chandrasekhar, did you want Muthuraja or you wanted the other Raj to talk?
I right now I see Muthuraja as I have opened.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this is Muthuraja. So Chandrasekhar,
Okay.
this is good. The information which you're showing right now looks good. So I have a question in terms of the demo software which will be allowed, or rather the access which you would get. Would this be on-premise access or would this be cloud-based access which we receive?
Okay, this is on-premise access that you will receive, and I will it is much more better than your cloud-based access, because in the cloud you will not have SPRO at all.
All right. So just the one question, subsidiary question to that. The reason I ask this is because from what I have done the groundwork, most of S4HANA also links up to these Fiori apps, which opens up to a browser, right? It opens up to all these apps. So would we have access to that also?
Absolutely, you will have. Yes. And half of our demos, half of our working, and through the entire training is on the Fiori Launchpad. We'll be configuring the Fiori Launchpad. We'll be working on that. Predominantly, we'll be using the embedded analytics, all those things. Yes, you will get a Fiori Launchpad access. Yep.
Okay, that should be great. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Mutraj. I'll unmute other Raja. Thanks. Okay, Raja. You can talk Kakarla, Raja Kakarla. Hello? Hello? Raja Kakarla?
Sorry, yeah, this is Raj Kakarala. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Raj.
Okay. So, yeah, my first question is this course going to be functional or technical in nature?
It's completely functional.
Good, okay.
So logistics is functional. Yeah.
Okay. After end of this course, will I come to know how I would convert my existing ECC to S4HANA?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Will you give any material listing the steps we need to look in and take action and guidance, basically like that? I would know that because I'm going to lead a project which is ECC to S4HANA conversion. There will be a lot of expectation from me. My company is going to do it. They assigned me recently this one. They told me you do that. So I want to learn more and see how best we can do. So the end of this course, I would be able to do that?
Absolutely. You are and I are in the same boat. So no issues. I'll take you whatever I know and I can guide you that. And just want to know what is your background? Means you are SD or MM or just pure project management? What are you?
I also have a lot of in-depth cross-functionality like what we have.
Great.
Experience with ECC, APO, IBP, and HANA, BW, but not in great depth, but supply chain is my main focus. So mostly on APO side.
Fantastic.
Recently,
Fantastic.
IBP and this. So one other question is, you said you are going to provide as a system for practice. So
Yes.
is that system is going to have advanced modules like AATP or PPDS working?
AATP, I can assure you, PPDS probably you may have to configure it, and it is PPDS is more towards to the plant pain. I mean, since you are an APO guy, you should be able to easily do it and help us also. Yes, if PPDS is there, we can configure, and a glimpse of the PPDS I will definitely show.
Okay, so AATP, you said you already you have.
Yeah. AATP is configured, and AATP functionalities I can show where it is used, how it is configured, and predominantly what are the effects of the AATP compared to the ATP. Yep, I can show that.
Okay, excellent. So rest of the, I mean, course materials normally, Techie Train normally provide some SAP guides. So you think you have those as a beginning of the project, beginning of the classes you send us that way?
No, how they will give some documentation which is a 1511 based. That is a very preliminary one, but the one that I'm going to use will be shipped after every class, and that will contain up to 1709 real implementation use cases. The lot of things that you will get, and absolutely this will be more than sufficient for your day-to-day working, examination point of view, and a lot of things. So lot of documentation from the SAP content you will get it.
Excellent. Yeah, I think should be good. So if you have any questions, probably during the course or during this period, you will have some email where we can ask you questions and you can email back.
Yeah, sure. We have all that facilities. Normally we go through the techie training only, but you will immediately get a response from me in 24 hours mostly.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Chandrasekhar.
Okay, thank you. And there are a lot of things that we'll be talking. Then at the end also, I'll open some questions because this is my passion. That's why I do these things along with my normal ones. So I'll take the questions again at the end of the session again. Thanks, Raj.
Thanks.
Okay. Anybody else has any question, or we will? Okay. Anand has a question. Yeah, Anand.
Hi, Chandrasekhar. Yeah.
Hi.
Can I talk?
Hi. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I know since you said you have your own version of material which will be sufficient for day-to-day work and the certification. But I think if any chances if we get SAP delivered material, just like PDF or type of any material, which will be really good for certification. So what do you think?
Same material, a PDF, I will give it in the form of the PPT converted to PDF. So, but I will not give the entire one shot of like all the topics, same content, topic wise you will get PDFs.
So which you mean if I go through that material in and out clearly, will I able to pass? That's what you mean, it, right?
Absolutely, and that is what our earlier colleagues have successfully cleared. Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Okay, I'll take question from Felix. Hi, Felix.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know it's dark. Sorry, it's not morning over there. Probably it's the time difference.
That's it's okay.
Sorry. Yeah. So I just want to check a couple stuff. I don't know if I'm in the right class. I just want to check with you and see. I'm new into this SAP, and my background is mostly like finance. I did finance. I work in a utility industry. And I recently, I graduated. I get my stuff in supply chain. I haven't worked on it right now, but I want to shift. I want to shift career a little bit and get into this logistic. So as like I don't have, because I've been hearing people talking, I don't have the solid background the way other folks have it right here. Do you think as a newcomer in the field, this course is appropriate for me, or should I check for something lower than this?
I have the two options. We'll be talking about that. I have one for very experienced people like 5+ years, and I have another course in the same thing. But let's go through the demo, and there are two courses. We will then we will get back to you on that. So there are two courses that we are running. So you see, wait till the end of the course. So there is a second course which may suit to you. I will showcase the content and the process. If you are comfortable, you can join that. I will show that also. But that is also onto the S4HANA only. That is predominantly focused to S4HANA only sales with a ECC background. Means I'll be covering entire ECC configuration in S4HANA. I'll talk about that course. Please wait, and I'll take your question again in the end of the course. Okay.
Okay, sure. All right. Yeah, that was.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's continue with the remaining part of the process what we are going through, and then I'll take again some questions. Then we will do a small demo. Then actual classes will start from tomorrow. Okay, let's go. So, like what are we going to do? So we'll be talking about we'll be starting, or we'll be comparing the different versions in the entire course, and we'll be seeing all major developments. So we'll be talking about the embedded warehouse. We may not be able to configure the entire embedded warehouse because it requires a lot of RFC connections, but I will be clearly articulating what exactly you will be doing here. So PPDS, again, PPDS, we'll be talking about how it is being configured, what are all the things that we do in the PPDS. Probably we'll be talking about even product allocation depending upon the time, and how do we do that along with PPDS and ATP. So we'll be talking about completely theory. We'll be talking about a lot of new things, a lot of advanced configurations and all. So demand-driven replenishment also we'll be talking about how that works. All things may not be possible to configure and showcase. I'll exactly tell at the end of the course what I'm going to configure, what are you going to do it in the system, what are you going to be experiencing as a theory part of it. So we'll be talking, but you will be thoroughly exposed to all the new aspects in the new versions. So I'll be showcasing some of the things in 1610, some of the things in the 1709. So that's how we will do. So what is it for me? So you have showed me a lot of things, what I have to do. So this is what is like a baby. Okay, what should I do? So what you have to do is, or a consultant, how to work on theory, understand related apps. What is embedded analytics is the key. What is the in-memory platform, how it is related to the embedded analytics? What are the new improvements in the SD and MM? How the database is in your module is changed? How to configure the new output management? BRF Plus is a fantastic tool beyond the output management. I'll be talking about that. A lot of new features are there in the BRF Plus, which is called business requirement, business rules framework. Then we'll be talking, will EWM replace the warehouse? What is my role of the LOB? That means sales and procurement with the Hybris and Ariba. What are the best practices in S4HANA? How do I implement them? Everybody talks about the best practice. What is it? Where I can see, where I can feel? How do I implement? Right. What is this Activate methodology? What is the difference between the ASAP and Activate? What are the new tools that for the data migration? What is this Lumira? What is this MRP Live? What is this POP? How it is useful? So these are all some of the glimpses that I tell. So absolutely, this is what you will be at least going through and understand. So my experience, so I'm working in SAP from so many years. Is it my experience waste? Means that's your doubt. I am 5 years, 10 years working. Is my SAP experience relevant? Absolutely. So your experience is absolutely useful in your journey to the S4HANA. So what are we going to do? We'll be talking about the 1709 implementation, real-time implementation use cases. We'll be talking about the solution manager. We'll be talking about the activate job. You'll be getting an SAP activate user ID. I'll tell how it is useful and where you can get it. And we'll be talking about the tools like Sum and what is a value creation program in the S4HANA, how the KPIs and dashboards are useful. How do I talk to a CXO? My life, I talk to the people right from the topmost steering committee members to the CEOs to the down below technician level. So I walk to the shop floor, I get his requirements, and I have meetings with the different level of people, HODs of the plants, and various supply chain members. So point here, how these KPIs are designed. What is these KPIs? What is this new thing in? We'll be talking about that. So keeping that, so if you are looking for a certification, these are all the topics that you will be going through the certification, and 50% of this are from your S4HANA, and remaining 50% comes from the ECC. So it's 80 questions and 3-hour course, 3 hours exam. Now you can easily apply and get your certification right from your home. You don't have to go to any center. You can pay money online and you can take your exam not once, not twice, not thrice, as many as 6 times for the same fee. We'll be talking about that. How do I get my certification? Or you can get 6 different certifications for the same fee. So we'll be talking about that as well. So if you are talking about the procurement, you will be covering these procurement new topics, which is S4PR1, S4H01, S4LG1. These are all the 3 new aspects of the S4HANA, which we will be talking, and which will be, these are all the ERP courses, which I am not going to talk. So new features only we'll be talking in this. So what is the options that you can have? So if you are, most of the people who are experienced with 4 years plus should join this S4HANA Logistics, Sales and Procurement, because you are already familiar with your ECC. But if you do not have, like as our colleague has asked, reasonable experience or a little bit fresh, or who wants to move to the sales from a web background, CRM background, or from various BW background, or as our colleague was telling, he wants to move. So option 2 is a choice. So what do we do in the second course? We talk only about sales. We will not be talking about the logistics. I'm not going to talk about the MM. I'm not going to talk about the PP. But in place of that, we'll be covering the lot of basics of the S4HANA sales, which are predominantly covered in the ERP. So what are that? We'll see quickly. So this course is meant for 35 hours. So this is how I have scheduled. And the courses names that I have indicated are the standard SAP courses, which they offer for 2 to 3 days in the classroom. Absolutely every single screen that they use, every single word that they talk, every single use case that they use, I'll be using it. The same content, I'll be using it. So same content will be useful for your examination. So same content is given as a PDF. I have the PDFs also. So we can do, if required, I can share the PDF at the end after sharing all the classroom coaching. So we'll be talking about the S4HANA overview. We'll be talking about the sales functions. We'll be talking about the third course is the business processes in the sales. Fourth one is innovative logistics processes, which we'll be talking. Then fifth one is the sourcing and procurement. And we'll be reviewing a certification review, and also we'll be doing additional deep dive. So I have listed every content of that, and introduction to S4HANA, new user experience, HANA Power, and activate methodology, enterprise solution management. Then we'll be talking about the embedded analytics. Then we'll be doing that. So then you have when you go to the next course, which is on the procurement, we'll be talking about the materials management overview, roles concept, business partner, invoice payables, all these aspects we'll be talking. Then innovative logistics, we'll be talking about the simplification, user experience, theory, innovative logistics areas, so procurement, manufacturing, migration scenarios. This is what we'll be deeply studying. So functions and innovations, we'll be talking about the different aspects of in here. So how your course is organized. So if you see the green one, which is around almost 30%, I'll be showcasing that right into the system before you. What are all the things that I'll be showcasing, or what are all the things I'll be doing before you in the system? I have listed in the next slides. So a lot of demos, a lot of practical things that we will do. Similarly, we will be doing a lot of PPTs as well. So theory part, practical part, and also you will have your own exercises. So exactly I listed this, you will get it and you can slowly go through what is it. So what I'll be doing it in the system before you is business partner creation, business partner configuration, MRP live, launchpad features, theory apps, job account creation, end-to-end sales in the GUI, BRF plus configuration, BOP segment creations, data model simplification, SD data model simplification, what are all the tables, so material master changes, PPTS activation, then theory library, how to use that, how to create a planning file creation. All these aspects I'll be doing it before you, which you can practice. So I'll be giving this progress monitor to you each day. Whenever I cover the topic, you can put a mark when I have covered, and when at the same time what exercises that you can do. So this is how mostly we'll be going through the same sequence. So you can keep filling up these dates as that we will not miss anything. So same topics I have listed here. So very systematic manner we do. So every topic we will cover, and we will cover all this. Progress monitor is a thing that you will be using it. So that is all on the standard courses that SAP offers. Then what is the value add that I give to you? I'll be coaching you on the new technologies, design thinking. I apply these things. That's why I'm able to share. I apply design thinking. I have complete. I'll be talking about what are all the new technologies, how the Leonardo platform is working as on today, or how the IoT things are working, how the machine learning is being applied. All those aspects I'll be giving a glimpse on the new technologies, and we'll be talking about all these basics of the HANA, material ledger deep dive, MRP live deep dive, then Ariba integration. Some of them are in the system, and many of them are onto the theory part. So I have done a consultancy how to move on to the HANA to a company. So when you go to the customer, you can easily understand if somebody asks why I should move to HANA. So you can confidently say that these are all the 10 or these are all the 5 areas you get as an improvement. So we'll be doing AATP configuration, BP and CVI, business partner and CVI configuration, migration cockpit, IOC case study, Lumira, all these aspects that you'll be seeing it. So what you do on the hands-on during the course, you will be using transactional apps in the Fiori Launchpad, and you'll be creating sales orders, you'll be creating deliveries, you'll be creating billing, and you'll be doing the analytical apps. So all these aspects that you'll be doing on the Fiori Launchpad as well as onto the. So you'll be creating the business partner company code data in the GUI. So different configurations you'll be doing all these aspects. So you can run the MRP live and create a job account for yourself, apply the analytical apps, and these aspects that you will be doing as an exercises. So that is for the option 1. So I just talk about the option 2 as well as the people who wants to migrate from non-logistics to the logistics. So this is focused the same number of hours, but in this the first 3 topics are taken as it is, means whatever I'm going to teach in the HANA for the sales, I'll be talking about that. But I will not be talking about the additional topics. I will not be talking about other Activate methodology, but I'll be coaching them on the complete fundamentals of the ERP sales and distribution part 1 and 2. That means the same ERP courses we'll be doing it in the S4HANA. So what exactly we'll be doing it? I'll be starting with an enterprise structure, how to create enterprise structure in the sales and distribution using the enterprise structure, demonstration of the enterprise structure. And this is exactly the course if you go and see in the standard SAP TSCM 60, which will be covering all the topics of the basic ERP. So same things we'll be covering it, like how to maintain pricing records, how to maintain the auto determination determination of your tipping point, determination of your partner determination, all that master data, billing processes. Then we'll be talking about the packing materials, and again I'll be using standard SAP content as it is for this as well. So this is for the people who wants to have complete fundamentals of the sales plus S4HANA on sales. The other one is for the one. So the training approach, top three. One is the theory topics. Then there will be like we'll be doing exact content from the standard SAP classroom, not room. So classroom coaching and additional content that I prepared myself with my own experience. A lot of things you'll be getting it. Classroom demo will consist of the config, exercises and theory-based exercises, and a lot of exercises for you. So this is what is the approach, and what are your timings? There is a, I mean, right now we will be starting sometime soon on the weekday also. But if it is a weekday, it is between 8:15 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and there will be almost 30 to 35 classes. And the second means batch 2, that is course 2, will be from 9:45 p.m. to 11 p.m. So this is 1.5 hour or close to that, around 35 sessions or 40 sessions as per this. So this is for the weekday, and predominantly what we are talking right now is for the weekend batch. Weekend batch is a 3-hour course on a Saturday and Sunday, and that means 6 hours we'll be spending per week, maybe 5 to 6 weeks. So that is what is the weekend timings that we'll be spending. So choice is yours, which one you want to join course, what are the timings. Now I don't know. So the first certification that you can target, I think this is the one that you can target. SAP Certified Associate Consultant on the Sales and Distribution. This is a course that you'll be targeting.
Okay, all right, okay. So which for option 2? If someone chooses and for option 2, then they can
go for this, yeah. So option 1 people, my strong suggestion is even though they are experienced in one of the module, they should do both, and they can do both with the experience that I can tell for sure they can do both with a small time gap. Like even though you are an SD consultant with a 5 years, you can easily do for the procurement also. That's my suggestion. Up to them.
Yeah, yep. Since I have SD, BABW also, like because you have almost 12 to 13 years of experience, I have kind of like 3 to 4 years of experience. So my concern is, since you know BABW, why you didn't even take B4HANA? Why you have chosen only in S4HANA in sourcing and procurement side? Is there any specific reason someone choosing sourcing and procurement rather than BW4HANA, which is the latest in BW people?
See, my honest feeling is I have seen the people moving from BW to the logistics. The reason that they are telling is with embedded analytics coming into the picture, the future of the BW is coming down. So right now you have a B4HANA, I agree, and a lot of things. What you do in the B4HANA in a smaller scale, the people in the what is that ABAP modeler also can do. They are creating analytical views. They are creating the attribute views. They are creating the calculation views, and at least 70% of your embedded analytics requirement which you do with the B4HANA, now can be done, if not 70, it is 50% of the requirements are being met without a S4HANA because of the embedded analytics and because of the HANA model. So it is predominantly going towards the BAP oriented one, and same persons are doing that, and they see a lot of future in these areas. That's why they are shifting. I saw in my previous batches some people from the BW and some people from the CRM. CRM for sure. CRM and SRM people do not have a lot of future, so they have to shift to S4HANA and then to the Ariba or hybrids. Yeah, so that's the reason they prefer to come into this. Okay.
Thank you, because even my idea also same, like I have BABW experience. Since I'm planning to move to completely HANA source and procurement side, since I have SDNMM experience as well, I prefer source and procurement has very good future than BW side actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Choose your, all right, thanks. Okay, so any other questions? And okay, I have Raj again, a question from Raj. Hey Raj, please.
Okay. One minute. Can you call me back in a few minutes? Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry. Chandrasekhar. I think the options you answered some of the questions. One question I have is that you are saying option 1 and 2. If I take both options, how that class is going to be the same time? I mean, 2 different ways or different days, or one after other?
My surprise is, why do you want to take 2 options? I mean, both means if you're next week person, this is sufficient for you.
So option 1, it covers everything, but option 2, you say that in depth in that way, or not really?
No. On option 2 is ECC basics of like what is sales organization, what is the distribution channel. Yeah, that also I have to cover for those people who are moving from BW or moving from CRM.
Got it.
So enterprise structure, how the pricing procedure works, what is a condition record, what is an access sequence, all those topics that I have to teach them. So a lot of requests are there who wants to move from CRM or BW or from at least 1 or 2 years of experience on the SD. They don't know, they might not have configured even standard ATP. So they cannot understand what is the advanced ATP. So they don't know what is the back order processing. So that is where we introduce that course for the first time. But with your experience, I'm sure that you will be able to go through this only. You absolutely will fit into this.
Understand.
So you just have to choose whether it's a weekend or weekday. That's all, whichever is convenient for you.
Okay. So the class which are starting immediately, is that weekend batch or?
Both are likely to start. Weekend is starting absolutely now, means tomorrow itself is the classes, but weekday also will start very soon. Not so different. Means maybe on Monday itself, or maybe within 2-3 days.
Oh, got it. Okay. You answered my questions. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from anybody? I have Felix. So, hi, Felix.
Hi. Yes. Yeah. No, I think you answered my question. So, as a new guy, I think I'm going to go with option 2. I think the question is clear. Since I will build from there, and then before going to option 1, I think I would choose option 2 first, and maybe the target. And then after that.
Yes. The option 2 itself would be sufficient for you. You will be an S4HANA consultant, but it may take, as I told, 35 classes that I am planning, but it may extend because I want to make sure the person gets enough knowledge. And so I may not close exactly on 35 hours. That's what I mean to say. Unless people I make sure that the person understands. It may get extended for 5 more hours or 5 more days or like that. So you're understanding what I'm telling, right?
But yeah, I understand what you mean. I understand that. Yeah. So
yeah.
No, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is it's a 1 hour class, and 35 to 40 days it will be, like it may be 5 to 6 weeks, but we'll make sure that the persons who attends have all basics of the SD configuration along with the S4HANA features. So that's what I want to make sure.
Okay,
All
that's
right?
wonderful. That's wonderful. I really like that. That's wonderful. Yep. That's my target. Yeah.
Sure. Right. Thanks.
And
yeah, sorry. Yeah, please.
Yeah. For the for the exercising, so we're going to have some hands-on exercise, right?
Not some. You'll be having a lot. Don't worry about that. You'll be having a lot of hands-on.
Okay,
So,
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. I have Venkat. A question from Venkat. Hey, Venkat.
Hi, Chandrasekhar. I just want to ask a question. I was in the data migration process, so I usually move legacy data to new SAP system, ECC. And my last projects I done with S4 HANA implementations, I moved 15.11 and 16.10 versions. Actually, I know most of the tables like material master, vendor master, customer master, and transaction data like sales orders and purchase orders. Now, actually, I want to switch to as a functional consultant. So, on which course I can fit into, either option 1 or option 2 is better?
For you, option 2 is better because I'll be teaching entirely a module and basic courses along with S4HANA features. With your experience, I'm sure that you will fit into that and you will enjoy that course because the first course will be like very experienced people, and I assume a lot of things. You know the AATP or at least ATP, you know the back order processing, you know the standard features of the ECC. So for you, based on my thought, you'll absolutely fit into the option 2. Okay.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Anybody has any questions? Otherwise, we'll just have a glimpse of S4HANA as a demo, and then we will meet either tomorrow or okay. Raj, please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Final one more question.
No,
I know
no.
I got from Google, but I want to see what is the latest version of S4 and variances and what is the stable version, what business uses these days. So when you get
right,
tell us.
So right now is 1709, which we are implementing in one of the ones, but the completed implementations are only on the 1610. So point here, the latest version is 1709, and minor differences, major differences are major improvements are only in the fairy number of apps. So we'll be working on both systems. We'll be working on 1709 and we'll be working on the 1610 also. The stable features we'll be working on the 1610. The new features we'll be showcasing in the 1709.
Okay, good, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, I'll showcase the system both 1709 and okay. I have a question from Anand. Hi, Anand.
Hi, sorry. Since you said the examinations you can take 6 times, I'm assuming I don't think on premises types you're not going to do 6 times of examinations, right? Because it's only for the Delta types exams you are allowed to do 6 times, I believe.
No, my understanding is you can do the 6 different courses. Means I can do one sales, one procurement, and one manufacturing, one theory. That's what I do. That's what my understanding when I talk to SAP India. So you can talk to the SAP India or SAP US, and based on your country where you stay, how this is called cloud certification. Means cloud means you are not going to the examination center and you are taking the exam on the cloud. It is not per se S4HANA cloud. No, you are taking the S4HANA course on cloud from your home with a protractor. So there'll be a protractor who will be watching you without a blink of eye all the 3 hours. So he or she will be monitoring you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So you just have to schedule the exam, and you can postpone, you can prepone, you can do depending upon the slot available. And once you start the exam, I mean, you have to showcase the entire room of your room, and nobody should be there in the room. No telephone should be there, and no, it should be absolutely quiet. So, and once you start the exam, you should not even move your head, in the sense. The person will be continuously monitoring, and you just have to, and there are some softwares to be installed which will not allow any other browser or any other material to be opened while you doing the exam. Of course, anyway, you cannot have any paper and pen, and they'll be monitoring that.
Okay, but generally in your exam, if you go to the exam center and all, they will give you paper and pencil actually if you want to do any calculations.
There
But
is
I
no,
don't
first
know.
of all, there is no calculation required, and the rules for the center are different, and the rules for the cloud are different. I have seen many people opting for the for the cloud only because you have multiple choices, multiple chances. For the center, it's only one time. That means you pay $500, you go there, you write the exam. If you are clearing, that's good. If you don't clear, you have to pay again. But for the cloud, you pay $500, or in Indian terms, it is 44,000 rupees, I think, 44,000 rupees, and you get 6 times and a lot of flexibility anytime. You can just schedule when you are comfortable on a weekday, weekend, early morning, late night, and you can clear the exam. And don't worry if you are not able to clear, absolutely, you can reschedule it. I mean, you can do it once more.
Thank you. Thanks for the information.
All right, thanks. Okay, yeah, I have a question from Felix. Felix, please.
Yes. Yeah, and for the exam, when you choose it, like I'm in the US, if you choose you choose the link on the exam, how do you like? Am I going to be taking the exam based on the US, or can I take it as well, like the way they do in India? Just click and schedule my exam if I schedule it on the cloud.
It's the same process. You pay, and it is available for 1 year, your subscription, and you can schedule it anytime within 1 year.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let me showcase the system for 10 minutes, and we'll just go through some of the features, and based on your convenience, you can join the batches, and then we will go through the entire course. So let's go through so you will be given an access to the remote desktop, and you will be joining into remote desktop, right? Once you log in, why I am not able to? Okay. So you will be having, you will be logging into the systems. Once you log in, there are two. One is a SAP login pad, where you can see the standard GUI which we are familiar. IDES system is 1610, and 1610 HANA system, this one. First, I will showcase this. Then this also changed a good amount of the look and feel, but not to the level of definitely Fiori. So this is a GUI, and it looks predominantly 70 to 80% same what you are seeing it, but the new features I will show. So what you will be learning is /n SPRO, and this facility is not there for you. The SPRO facility, when you are doing a cloud implementation, it is called guided configuration, and you are not allowed to do SPRO. You don't have nobody will give, SAP won't give. So we'll be talking about how do we manage that. So you come here in the standard on-premise. So in the on-premise system, when you come, most of the new features or new enhancements are added under the cross-component applications, new configurations. So what are they? So they are, we will start from the advanced availability to the promise. This is AATP is configured here, and also then you have the output control, which is BRF. We'll be doing this BRF configuration. So this is entirely different from your standard access sequence, output condition type, then using the smart farm. No, you'll be using a different concept entirely here. And that's what we are going to see. And we'll be seeing the business partner concept. So the business partner concept is not new, but it is becoming mandatory. So you have to configure this. You cannot work with your customer master now. You cannot work with your vendor master now, but you have to work with the business partner. So how do you work with a business partner number ranges? How do you create business partner? How do you create roles? And all these things, we'll be doing it. And we'll be doing the master data synchronization, which is called CVI, customer vendor integration. So this also we'll be seeing it. So predominantly we'll be talking as far as configuration points are these things. And also we'll be creating a lot of master data. We'll be using /nbp and create all business partners here and roles here and understand what are all the number ranges and everything from here. So this is on the GUI part. So similarly, I have the 1709 and some 1709 features on the data migration workbench is a little different, and we'll be using the standard migration workbench. And when it comes to the most changes have happened in the Fieri Launchpad. So what is this Fieri? How this Fieri is working, and what is embedded analytics? What is the use for the users? How do we configure that? All these aspects we'll be seeing it in this. So what we are logging is called Fieri Launchpad. So this Fieri can be logged in from any URL, the confirmed URL, and not any URL, a defined URL from any location, or you can work on your mobile. But since this is a demo system and this is working in the LAN, you may not be able to log in from any system. But in a real-time implementation, you will be given an URL. You means users and whoever, they can use that URL, and also they can configure their mobiles to work with these aspects. So these are all, this is called Launchpad, and if you see, these are all the tabs, and we can create our own tab. You can see the new batch 8, then Chandra, so many we will keep creating. And so these are all called the tiles. And how do we configure, we modify this, and we can make this even much better. So you can go and see the lot of analytical apps here, and I can go and change the background. So a lot of things we can do. Give me a second. So now it gives, let us say you can create, you can change the appearance, and your basis person will help to. So your basis person can put a lot of backgrounds, and you can select any background, and company related news can be fed onto this. People can put their own photograph. So a lot of things they can do. So this is, I just changed the background color. So a lot of things can be done on this. Sometimes you never feel that you are working on a SAP platform. So these are all the KPIs, tiles, which are embedded analytics part. We'll be talking about that. And it's not just the appearance. There are a lot of advantages of this for different people. So dashboards we will create right from the CEO to CIO, and what are all these numbers, how these things are useful. We'll be talking about that. So that is all, just glimpse of it. And if you have any questions, we'll take some more questions. Otherwise, for today, probably we'll be closing it. And you can contact the techie team and you can do your payment, and you can get your IDs, and we can start. So yeah, Muthu, please. I have unmuted. Please go ahead. Muthu Raja. You have a question, right? I thought so, and I have unmuted. I cannot hear anything from you, Muthu Raja. Any questions from anybody? I unmute all now. Oh, sorry, I unmute all now. Yeah. Anyone has any questions, they can ask. If
Yeah, right. I think hello.
yeah, please go ahead. Who is this?
This is Felix.
Felix.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. I'm pretty clear now. I'm kind of calm, more confident now because I was a little bit confused at the beginning. Now I think everything is more clear in my mind. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to contact for more detail.
Fantastic. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, then I can still. Yeah, Mutraja, you can go. I have unmuted. You are. I again mute all, and I just unmute Muthu. Yeah, Muthu, please. Muthu, I see you are raising the hand. I don't know whether by mistake or you want. Okay.
I think I muted myself also. Sorry. I just wanted to check. You mentioned that you might start the weekend sessions tomorrow. So is it already finalized, or
I don't find I don't generally I don't finalize. I'm flexible. I go with my team because all those things decisions are taken on various factors by my techie training. I think it is almost finalized for the weekend batch. So some people, if they want, only thing what we are not finalized probably is the weekday, whether it's going to start on Monday or whether it's going to start on Tuesday or whether it's going to start on Wednesday or whether it's going to start on next week. So that probably we might not have finalized, but I'm based on my understanding, weekend is finalized and we are starting from tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
That's what my understanding. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question from anybody? Otherwise, who wants to join on the weekend, we'll meet tomorrow. Who wants to join on the weekday, probably you contact them when the weekdays are training. It might start on Monday as well, or it might start on Wednesday. So I leave the options to you, but I love to see all of you and as many as possible because I enjoy interacting with a lot of people, and I do get my satisfaction, and I'm sure that all of you will enjoy my my presentations and the lot of insights into the practicalities. How do we deal with the day-to-day issues in a real-time implementations? I have experience on the around 20 years on SAP and before that, so we'll be talking. I mean, latest technologies. Believe me, it's mind-boggling. IoT, and I'm doing a project. I just wanted to share. I'm doing a project with a machine learning on a shop floor on the S4HANA, or we want to integrate to the S4HANA. The technology that I'm using is image processing. So the machine, the current, we are high-speed camera we are putting, and this high-speed camera catches the output of the product. Then output product is we get around maybe I think the products at the rate of the production rate is 100 per hour, means one per minute. So we capture those photographs and we train the data. And as of now, this is being done manually. So the quality person will inspect each piece and categorize into the 3 buckets. One is accepted, one is rejected, and one is a rework. So this quickly that person does. That person is an expert. So that will basically then what we are trying to do is with the high-speed cameras, we are taking the same product and whichever is rejected, we'll put it in the reject bucket, that photograph. And so we'll generate this database. So we train the system. So after a certain time, by seeing this scan, the system will tell on which bucket it should go. So we are trying to prepare a database and for this, and we are trying the system, and we will continue with the quality person for a period of maybe 3 months. So we will see how accurate my system is defining and channel it into the 3 buckets. So once the accuracy is around 99%, because machine learning, image processing machine learning is already at 97% accuracy. You can go and see the APIs that are being working on that. So if this is successful, what we want to do is we will take out the quality person, and we will apply this for a single machine, and then we will apply for a complete assembly line, and then this data we want to integrate to the Leonardo platform or any other platform, irrespective of S4HANA. So like this, and previously, I have done another IoT project for another company. So point here, the technology and the speed at which we are changing is amazing. Blockchain is being applied to the supply chain. So how that is being applied, or what are they? And believe me, the other technology, right? S4HANA is embedded with the augmented reality picking, and augmented reality packing with a Google Glass directly in SAP is possible, right? So technology is amazing. Love to work with the latest things, and you all will be enjoying the sessions. Sometimes it may be more theory, but at the same time, I keep balance on what is on the practicality with your SPRO, with your GUI. So I have exposure to the Ariba. Yeah, I leave. I mean, some more time for the questions if somebody has any questions. Then we can disperse for today. Otherwise,
Hi, Chandrasekhar. This is Anand again. Hello.
yeah, who is that? So please raise the hand when I remove all lot of disturbance. Who is that? Yeah, Anand. Okay, Anand. I'm moving. Yeah, Anand, please go ahead.
Yeah. Since you said that the machine learning, which is embedded with the S4HANA, it's my understanding. When you go for train the model, probably the people they use Blue Prism software, right? So that's completely different from S4HANA. So is it someone needs to have Blue Prism software knowledge thoroughly in order to train the model, or the S4HANA people itself they can able to adopt that sort of the new machine learning model as well?
Still, we are under the prototype. Right now, we are not even looking at as S4HANA as a choice. So we are developing this as an independent one. In the independent one, in the sense as a standalone, as you told right away with a Blue Prism, and once we have the sufficient use case, then we will see basically what is S4HANA. S4HANA Leonardo platform gives you is Leonardo platform gives you a facility to configure a thing. A thing is nothing but a machine in a smallest terms, I can say. So this thing has the properties to configure. So there are like in a Leonardo platform, you have connected things, you have connected items. So a lot of so you will configure this as a thing, and this thing has 3 types of properties. One are static properties, and second thing is a dynamic property, and fourth thing is some other property. So in the dynamic property, we will assign the sensor capability in the sense, basically whatever you are scanning will go and sit in the big data, because we don't want all this data to be in the HANA database or on the cloud platform. So this data will reside in the HANA platform, and then based on the working methodology, we want to classify using the APIs that are existing on the cloud. So if you go to the sap.api.com, so you will see some of the APIs that are already as a sample APIs. So basically, I mean, this project is still in very nascent stage. At a design stage, we are really looking at a lot of things. We talked about Rockwell. So Rockwell told they can do everything for the shop floor at a very high cost. So we are not sure whether we want to go for that entire picture. So that machine learning one that we are doing it as a prototype. We have not finalized all the aspects of the design yet.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Yep. Okay. So I think we will I'll be here for another 5 minutes. We can have some discussion if somebody is free and wants to have a discussion. Otherwise, have a nice weekend for today for you guys. And yeah, we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you. I am also closing. Thanks for participation and hopefully see most of you people. Thanks. Bye.